Hello everybody, I am back once again with another nightmarish example of the days of FMV. Oh, the seventh guest was glorious, but this one was a bit of, well, you'll see. Seriously, you'll see. From what I gathered on the internet, the developers actually did the game part, the puzzles, the house, moving around it, but they hired the people that made Phantasmagoria cutscenes to do the cutscenes and plot, and by the time they found out that the production team had gone, let's call it Ed Wood attempting Twin Peaks levels weird, sexual, and violent. Actually, Twin Peaks wasn't all that violent. This has violence. Trigger warning. Gore and discussion of a sexual assault that happened in the past. But anyway...
State police have called off the intense search for producer Robin Morales of television's Case Unsolved. Morales was researching a story about the famed haunted house in the small town of Harley-on-Hudson, the abandoned mansion of Henry Stauff. Police have expressed concern that Morales' disappearance may be connected to a series of killings that have plagued the Hudson Valley this year. So far, 4 women and 3 men have been victims, fitting a pattern of homicide, and several others are missing. Robin Morales has been missing for more than 3 weeks and seems to have vanished without a trace. She's the producer for the very popular and flamboyant Case Unsolved reporter Carl Denning. Denning is said to have been in seclusion in his country home in Connecticut since Morales' disappearance. It's rumored that the two became romantically involved while working.
Okay, lady go missing. We want find lady. We good? We good. Anyway, like I said, by the time they found out they'd gone a bit off the cuckoo end with the plot, it was too late and there was not enough money to shoot more. So what we get is... they're not good at being creepy like in the previous game. Seriously, no. Ooh, the height of 80s technology.
Please, I can't get out.
90s. Early 90s.
What is this?
Well, your Wi-Fi probably won't be installed for a few more years, so it explains why you got a terrible signal. Mostly because it didn't exist back then. Not Wi-Fi like we have it today. There were wireless devices. We had cell phones and pagers and... Ooh, spooky house. Which is in no way the location the house was in the last game. It was on a rocky outcropping with a winding mountain... Oh, well, that was it. Anyway, with a winding mountain pass up to it. Well, not mountain necessarily, but craggy. Potential to drop and fall to your doom. I gotta admit, as this game progresses, I do a few mental replacements. Makes it a little more funny. Like, for example, I tend to mentally replace our protagonist here with Nicolas Cage. You know, the why is it burned? Why is it burned? Or not the bees! Ah, they're in my eyes! Or open it! Open it! Open it! Yeah, that Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, don't get involved.
Uh-huh. I have the same rule.
Been thinking about breaking this rule.
So am I.
Yes, that Nicolas Cage. Stealth, I tend to replace with Gilbert Gottfried. Iago from... I don't know why I almost said Family Guy. Iago from Aladdin. I can't really mention too many more replacements without spoiling characters who are not in the plot yet, but I will try to mention them as they come up.
I thought you liked me.
I just can't go on like this. People, everyone's saying that I slept with you to become your producer.
Well, didn't you?
I can't believe you just said that. You of all people. I'm a good producer.
Robin, you are good at a lot of things.
I'm sorry.
I tell you what, Ms. Morales, I'll just see you in the office on Monday.
No, I'll be in Harding-on-Hudson next week.
Listen, forget it. Maybe if I'm lucky, you'll just become one of the missing people in Harlem.
Don't say that. It scares me.
I already did.
Oh yes, and I replaced Robin here with... Oh god, I forgot her name. I knew it a minute ago. She played Elaine on Seinfeld. Seriously, they like could be stunt doubles for each other. Anyway, this is like the Seventh Guest in that it's going from room to room of the house, same house as before, just in a more dilapidated condition. Puzzles in every room, but they have included wordplay, riddles, and anagrams in between the puzzles sent to you over that little gigantic BlackBerry. And somewhere between a third and a little more than a third, somewhere around a third, of the quote-unquote puzzles in this game are not puzzles. They are essentially two-player board games against the AI. The last game had the puzzle in the microscope, but that was just one. This one has way too many, and it's frustrating because the AI can be a bit of a spike too high, let's say that. There is a way to skip in this game. Skip puzzles, like the last one. But, yeah, the door is not going to open for you, buddy. Sorry. I will be showing whenever I can, or whenever it is relevant. The board games, I could make the same move repeatedly, the same first move over and over again, and he would make a different second move, so there is no point in showing the board games. 3 blind mice is a good rap number, so rap 3 times on the door.
3.
He shows it. They give us a little riddle in the opening cutscene.
Okay, 3.
But yes, I will be showing the puzzles that actually can be demonstrated to do a walkthrough of. But, again, like the last game, there were some puzzles that were completely random, and those tended to get glossed over. You didn't even bring a big mag light? They had those back then. Self-defense, man. What is wrong with you? Stupid reporter. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Okay, when you get the little bleep bloop around your guide hand, that means there's a riddle.
Winter coat, warm for a mixer.
Yes. Well, if you wear down winter coat, WINTERCOAT, wear it down, which apparently in this game means scramble it up, you can get tonic water. I'm going to the kitchen, and I'm going to the dining room. I'm sorry, I'm going off memory here. I played this 20 years ago. 18 years ago? Well, ish. Me old. I played this when it was new. I played the first one when it was new.
Mixed up.
Bite me. Alright, no. Another difference in this game is the creep factor is kind of wiped out because stuff is just snarky over and over again in a non-threatening way. Like, one of the things they'll say if you mess up a puzzle... Ooh, tonic water. One of the things they'll say if you mess up a puzzle is... I'll do it after the cutscene.
Just sit anywhere, honey. Menu's around the table.
She's a cyborg! Run, Robin, run! Anyway, one of the things he'll say when you mess up a puzzle is, if you only had a brain. And it just kind of sucks the fear out when he's making pop culture references. I'm not saying, I'm just saying.
Keep trying, Carl. You're getting closer.
On a scale of bad sequels, it's no Dungeon Keeper Mobile, but it's pretty bad. The game is fun, the puzzles are fun, but the spook factor was part of the fun.
Rolling rock, bottle cap.
The last game was cheesy, but it had some points that could at least make you uncomfortable when you were my age at that time and playing alone in the dark. Although, if you're playing alone in the dark, you weren't playing the seventh guest, so I've confused myself. Oh, bugger. So, we take our leave of the library. That phone isn't anything. How do you get a modern phone in here? Well, modern for back then. They did not have bright red plastic phones in the early days of phones. No. That was one of the shortcomings in both games, if you didn't know where to go. Ah, Dutton's room. Dutton's got the Dutton. Light globes? Code hard cache, that's a puzzle, but I want to solve the... I can't solve the riddle until I do the puzzle. Yes, bit of been buggerins that, but... What? Let's... do it. You can get hints at any time, but I think I know how to do this one. You just go to the top of the screen and ask for help. And you ask for help 3 times, and on the 4th time, she will offer to solve it for you. So you don't have to go all the way to the book in the library like you did in the first game. Much more convenient. I know we have to get both sides to read the same amount, but I'm trying to remember what it was. And I'm too late. Sorry about that. I forgot to say I was going to pause the recording and work on it more.
You'll not find the next one as pleasant.
Alright. There we go. That kind of whizzed by, but hey. Light globes. Anyway, champagne. Cork.
I'm researching a story in the staff mansion. You're the only person who survived an encounter with the mansion.
Who told you that?
Everyone else has either disappeared or died.
It's all just stories.
Don't trust the cyborg. Anyway, rolling rock. If you roll up rock, roll the letters around.
Artsy, excited, lecher.
Anyway, roll around the letters of rock to new positions. You get...
I thought you writers were quick on your
You get cork. Now, if you excite artsy, you get satyr. Like Pan. So, we're going to have to find a satyr. Shouldn't be too hard, they're all over the place. I'm sure they had like 4 or 5 of them in the last game. Now this I remember because it so frustrated and stumped me as a kid. I did not remember fact. So I have to do a puzzle. Puzzle do. Alright, yes, this is a chess puzzle, and usually I cut those out and make it a separate video. But this one can be solved in just, like, 10 or 12 moves. Correction, it's not going to be 10 or 12, but it is still short enough that I'm not going to edit it out and make a new video. Simply because I think I can do it in under 5 minutes. Go, little horsey men, go. I have fond memories of chess as a kid and a teenager, but I don't know, these days I just don't have the patience for it. One game takes hours, and if I'm going to be heavily engaging my brain for hours, I want more variety, like, well, puzzle games. Like this, and Puzzle Agent. And I need to redo Puzzle Agent. Agent Tethers. Puzzle Division of the FBI. Alright, I'm going to redo almost everything, because high definition is... well, I was going to say it's the future, but high definition has been the now for quite a long time, and I was just slow to jump on the bandwagon because I'm impatient and it takes about twice as long to edit HD footage. Get on your pedestal, horse. Now get off your pedestal, horse. But yeah. One recurring thing I see in the comments quite often is, why don't you have more subscribers? And I'm going to honestly say that I think the lack of high definition has been a factor. Not the only thing. I am not everybody's style. Look at the most popular players on YouTube, like PewDiePants or Jack Stinky Eye, or... yeah, I'm avoiding names to avoid copyright. I'm kidding, it's not a copyright infraction. I can... infraction? That's not a word. But anyway, I can say PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, etc., etc. They're very high energy. I am not everyone's cup of cake, because the bulk of my appeal, at least from what I think, relies on pop culture references from shows in the 80s, 90s, all the way to some current, but my childhood and early teen years. Stuff I can quote verbatim is more often He-Man to Mission Hill than it is... well, I was about to say Gravity Falls, but I can also quote Gravity Falls. Point being, I don't watch nearly as much modern pop culture ephemeral. I've seen the word written, I have no idea how it's said. Never mind, I don't watch as much modern stuff as I gorged on when I was a youngin'. I am trying not to go too fast. Ah, there we go. Trying not to go too fast because some people will use this as a video walkthrough. And for some reason it's running very, very fast on this computer. Like, watch another playthrough. The cutscenes play fine, but moving from place to place is double speed. And I'm not really going to complain about that, because slow cutscenes of going through twisting corridors or upstairs are not fun. Satyr! Squirrel!
Hello, Marie.
Where's Chuck?
I thought maybe you were here to see me.
You wish. Is he in his office?
He's got a meeting in 5 minutes. He hasn't got time for you today, Marie.
Just tell me when.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have our evil in a semi-transparent white t-shirt. Well, not our evil, not the only evil. There's other evil. But she's a part of it. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, or subscribe, or you know what, you don't have to. I am not the boss of you.
Keep trying, Carl. You're getting closer.
Thank you.